What's up, guys? Doing a video here on the Sector Qualifier that was held up in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Just a quick video talking about my experience and how the event went. We traveled to Philly, took a day trip over there, so I'm not so far from Philly, but we did take a trip with one of my friends over there, and I got the VIP package, so I'm going to show you some of the contents of the VIP package of the cards and some of the other stuff you got. But either way, the Sector Qualifier was a nice event. We only did one day, which was Saturday, and we did the main event. So I participated in the main event, and then I did one side event because that's all the time we had, unfortunately. But just to let you know, I did not do well, but it's okay. Nonetheless, I had fun, and just having a good experience, good time, just being in that area, in that tournament. It's just it's a good time overall. So just to show you some of the things we got here as part of the when you pay for the Sector Qualifier, when you do like the VIP package or the regular package, these are some of the things you got just coming in. So as part of the packaging, or part of the things you would get, we would get a Sector Qualifier tote. There's a Sector Qualifier on it with Kylo Ren telling you to just let go of the past. And then on the other side is the Star Wars Unlimited logo. So basic tote. It's big. You can put a lot of things in there, and I did put a lot of things in there, and I'll show you some of the things that I did put in there. And then as part of the main stuff that you would get, you get this good looking playmat with Yaddle, with the nice logo there of Season 1 Sector Qualifier. And then part of the package that you would also get, you get this promo of Yaddle just for participating in the Sector Qualifier. I'm a little bit zoomed out here, but you can see the card there, which is a really nice card. It's textured. The foiling is superb. It's a really nice looking card. Top of the line card, I guess you could say, top notch. Definitely a collector's item for sure. I wonder if you could see it good there. There you go. Focuses. Yeah, so definitely a nice little treat there. And then as part of the package, you would also get sleeves. Everybody got random sleeves. I got these Han Solo sleeves. Don't need them, but yeah, they give you sleeves. They were random. Some people would get Boba Fett sleeves. And then as part of the package as well, you would get 2 silver packs, and those silver packs included some exclusive content or some exclusive cards for the event. So each pack contained 2 cards. So some of the cards that were included in the silver pack, well, these are the ones I got. I got Axe Wolves, which looks pretty nice. Here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in a little bit so it doesn't look so funny with my arm there. Axe Wolves, looks nice. An IG-88, looks nice. And then an Aggression from Spark of Rebellion, double red aspect card there, which is nice, legendary. And then I got the Cunning double yellow aspect card, which looks nice. And and I think that's the only things you would get as part of the just like the regular pack or the regular payment of the Sector Qualifier. I got the VIP package, so I was able to get a few more things. I just don't remember the entire list, but I'll go show you the other stuff. So as part of the VIP package, also they would give you a random deck box or deck pod. I got the blue one. And then you would get these cool little pins. Sector Qualifier pin. I'll open it. They're pretty heavy. Sector Qualifier pins. Very shiny. Also, you would get this Legends of the Force pin. Like I said, I don't remember if this was part of the VIP package or part of the regular package, but you would also get this Legends of the Force pin as well. And it's metal, So it is pretty heavy. And then part of the VIP, you would get the some of the promos. You get 6 promos, and these are some of the promos here that you would get. You get Vanessa Rowe, which was like, even in the prize wall, this was one of the more popular ones, the person said. Then you would get, and these are all like the same art as the base, or as the sets in the Legends of the Force. It's just that it has a different frame and different foiling, and then obviously a different type of background. Axe Wolves. So that's 2 Axe Wolves you would get. Let me just pull up the other one to compare. This is from the silver packs, and these are from like the exclusives, I guess, the Sector Qualifier exclusives. You would also get Gunji, which is a nice looking Gunji. I like the black background and the black border, or the darker background, I guess you can say. IG 2000. Then a Wrecker, which looks pretty cool with that black background and the black frame. Then we have, last but not least, Aura Singh, which looks cool. Of course, these will look nice in the deck, but these will look better in my collections binder. Yeah, so those were the cards that you would get in this event. I mean, if you look at it, just getting these cards are just super cool, right? You can't get these just at regular packs, or even in Carbonite packs. You cannot get these, which I think you should be able to get some of these in Carbonite packs. I mean, these look amazing, honestly. But that's a story for another video. So also, as part of the VIP package, you would select which playmat you wanted. So let me zoom out again. So this is the playmat you would get for just paying for the regular, but then for the VIP, you could select which playmat you wanted. There were 4 options. I selected the Trench Run playmat, which looks pretty sick. Let me take my face off of that. So yeah, the Trench Run playmat just looks amazing. Looks really nice. I do like this artwork. I like playing Imperial, and I like Villainy. But they also had the TIE Ambush playmat. I think it's TIE Ambush, which looks nice. So I had to choose between that or this one. But this one to me is more iconic, more Star Wars to me, more classic Star Wars. So for me, this one's definitely the pick that I wanted to get. And then, you know, as part of the convention, just kind of keep going with what my experience was. You walk in, as you walk in, there's a long line to get your VIP things, all the things that I just showed you. There was a long line to get all that stuff. You didn't have to get it at that moment, but everybody wanted their stuff, you know, then to taste it, and not taste it, feel it, you know, see all the cool cards. So everybody wanted that stuff at the beginning. And then as I showed in my short, there were 2 vendors that were there to just sell singles, supplies, anything you needed for that day. Obviously, you couldn't use any of the cards you bought, but for your decks. But either way, they did have for the main event. But they did have all the cards that you know, you probably could find a lot of cards you needed or wanted, prestiges, you know, stuff from the championship, the Galactic Championship. You also would find pins there. That I got a pin, a Darth Maul pin, a bunch of the cards that you would get from that event as well. Obviously not cheap. A lot of things were expensive, but they did have all that stuff available if you wanted. Next to those 2 stores, there was also the prize wall. The prize wall, it's pretty similar to other prize wall you've seen maybe on Reddit or on different videos, but they did have, you know, your normal selection of like mats, deck boxes, deck pods, shirts. No hats. I wish they would have had hats there. That would have been nice to kind of maybe see some hats. But they did have all the promo cards that you wanted, or that you might have wanted. All the promo cards I just showed here, they had booster packs. Yeah, so they had all that stuff that you can get for any kind of prizing. After that, they had the Star City Games booth. Not booth, but just basically the stage where all the employees were there, all the judges were there to help out. And overall, they were very nice. They made the event pretty easy. If you didn't know what to do or where to go, they were very helpful. And all around the venue, they had pictures and they had all these like huge posters of like different card art. So it was nice seeing that and being in that atmosphere. The only thing I wish they had that I did hear other people talking about was refreshments or snacks. I know that's probably dependent on the venue, not necessarily something that Star Seeding Games is responsible for, or FFG or anybody like that, but either way, having refreshments, some kind of water or some kind of stand where they sell drinks, snacks, something like that would have been really nice. I was definitely parched, so we had to go to basically a Starbucks next door, get out of the venue, and go find that. Even though in Philadelphia, by the convention center, there's a big market where you could actually go and get food, but that takes a lot of time. Sometimes it's very packed, so it's kind of inconvenient to go get food. So, I mean, if you know how this is, bringing a sandwich and a drink or some kind of lunch bag might be a good idea. However, having that option there would have been nice. I could have gotten some kind of energy drink or something. Especially if you're playing in the tournament, it's a long day. You're going to play for at least 8-9 hours. So there's not much time in between rounds. Maybe there's only 20 minutes if you decide to lose, or not decide, but if you lose quickly, there might be some time in between, but sometimes there isn't time to go get stuff. They did have a booth in Richmond, like a little vendor area where they would sell water, drinks, snacks, food. That was convenient. I did get trail mix and water. However, not a lot of people bought stuff at Richmond because it was expensive. Water was very expensive. Snacks I spent, and those two items were probably spent close to $10, which was not cool. So, a suggestion for whoever's listening, if someone is listening, some kind of refreshment stand, snack stand, something, and not expensive, because most likely you'll sell more if it's not too expensive. But either way, that's just my only one thing that I wish they would have had. Well, let's talk about the gameplay. So I played in the main tournament. It was limited, so that means you would get 6 packs. You would have to verify your opponent's, not your opponent's, but the person in front of you's pack. So that took about an hour, right? Like I did in my other video with the planetary qualifier that was sealed. So that took about an hour, and then we had 30 minutes to deck build and also verify our deck. There was a lot of people there, like 500 people. So during the whole process, it was quiet. I mean, you could just hear the ruffling of the papers, the ruffling of the cards. It was quiet. There was no music, obviously. But everybody was focused on deck building and verifying decks and all that. And I decided to, well, the thing is, just to let you know, I got all villainy leaders. I got no heroism leaders, so that made it harder for me to even decide what kind of cards to play or what kind of deck to play or to build. All villainy, no heroism. It was tough. So I ended up going. I mean, I had 2 safe routes, right? I had either Snoke or Third Sister. I decided to go Snoke, but I regret that. I regret it because I probably should have gone Third Sister. So let me just show you my deck here. This is my deck for the Sector Qualifier in Philadelphia. And just to show you, there's not a lot of villainy, which was a big regret of mine. I think I should have gone, like I said, Third Sister green maybe, or Third Sister yellow. I'm not sure. But definitely this was not the route to go for me. I was playing other Snoke leaders, and they did obviously a whole lot better. But as you can see from the top here, I had an Exegol Patroller. I had a Sith Legionnaire, Praetorian Guard, Supremacy Tie, and I'm going down the list. What is that? What can I see? Sand Trooper Cavalry, Talzin's Assassin, HK-47 Droid, right? Oldaka. That's it. In total, I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 including Snoke. So let's say 10 units that were villainy out of 30. Why did I choose Snoke? I figured choosing Snoke, I think I chose Snoke because I wanted to see if I can control the board enough to bring out Snoke and power him up as much as possible. You know, I had Shatterpoint, I had Protect the Pod. Those are cards that can help control the board a little bit. Also with Priestesses, I do have a way to put shields on if I got to round 7, which I didn't in my games. And you know, sometimes with Praetorian Guard as a Sentinel, just having him out can be helpful. I also wanted to see if I could pull out the combo with Sand Trooper Cavalry and the Consumed by the Dark Side combo. Buff him up as much as possible. Old Daka coming in at 5 resources. She's a 6/6. Buff her up. Those are my thoughts when it came to Snoke. But in reality, not good. I think I needed more villainy units right from the beginning just to kind of start buffing things up. Removal is okay, but not if you don't have enough villainy to control the board. So for Snoke, definitely was not a good option. I lost my first 3 matches. After my 3rd match, I decided to drop because I knew from that point I was just going to lose all my matches, or getting ahead was not worth it. I decided to drop just because I wanted to do other events, other side events, like maybe a draft. But yeah, I decided to drop, and I knew that I was going to just be losing a lot, and that's not what I wanted to do. Lesson learned: more villainy for Snoke, to just start putting it from the beginning. Maybe a little bit more removal. You know, Whirlwind of Power is not okay. Overpower is good. But yeah, lesson learned. This is definitely not one that I would recommend. This deck, don't copy this. More villainy for Snoke. Either way, I had fun. I had a good time at the qualifier. I definitely going to keep going. I want to keep playing. This is not something that's going to deter me because, believe me, I lose a lot. I'm not a big winner in this game, but I do enjoy playing it. I do enjoy when things work out and decks work out, so it doesn't turn me off. Right now, I'll make another video about that. Actually, I do want to get into that mental space about being, if you lose a lot, just how to continue and have fun, because overall it is a game, right? Anyways, that was my experience with the Sector Qualifier. Oh, just to let you know, I did do a draft afterwards. I don't know. I was waiting because you needed at least 8 people to kick off the draft. Kanan Jarrus deck with creatures. I had a lot of creatures, actually. I probably should have saved that deck. I pulled actually a playset, not a playset, but like Wampa. Regular Wampa, foil Wampa, hyperspace Wampa, hyperspace foil Wampa. I got that in the draft. It was pretty cool. But Kanan Red is hard. I did Kanan Red, just to let you know. Kanan Red is very hard to pull off, especially in the draft. But I did pull out some Loathcats, which I paid 4 for, which is fun to like kind of throw a Loathcat out and people are not expecting a yellow card to be played and you just exhaust something. But I did lose in that draft again, so just, you know, I lost all day. That's the way it is. I lost all day. But it's all good. What we're going to do here is we're going to do a little bit of pack openings to end this video. All right, some pack openings. We have 3 Legends of the Force, so I have not opened a showcase yet. That is the goal. The goal's always been a showcase, right? But for Legends of the Force, I have not been able to pull a showcase, which is sad. It's sad. Even in a Carbonite box, I have to upload the Carbonite box video, but even in a Carbonite box, I was not able to pull a showcase. But maybe with these 3 packs, we will, man. You know, get a little win here from my losing streak at the Sector Qualifiers. Pounce. I did have a Pounce in that Kanan deck as well. Praetorian Guard, Guardian of the Wills. Got our uncommons Watto, Maz, Sassy 10, underneath Koth, the rare with a lightsaber throw. Foil. Alright, pack 2. Let's get that showcase, baby. No showcase here. We got Grand Inquisitor, Jedi Temple, Life Wind Sage, Gifted Urkin. I mean, getting one of these for Snoke would have been helpful as well, just because you could just give them an experience right off the bat. It's all good. Praetorian Guard, Surrender Stance, Acclamator, Focus, Determined, and Jedi Trials. I did, I didn't say this in the video, but I did pull a Yoda. I did pull a Yoda and a daughter in my packs for the draft, or for the limited. I did pull that, but like I said, I did not pull any heroism. I did not pull any heroism leaders, which is stinky. But I did pull a Yoda. That would have been nice to have a Yoda in one of my decks, right, with Obi-Wan. But didn't get any heroism, so I was definitely locked down. No showcase. Alright, maybe a legendary. Let's see if we get a legendary in this pack. Aura Singh, Calm in the Storm, Vane, and Drengir Spawn. Jesus. Second Sister. Rare. Alright. Not much excitement in those packs. But either way, thank you so much for watching, listening to me rant, and just talk about my experience at the Sector Qualifier in Pennsylvania. We have more events coming. We have the new set coming out, which is Secrets of Power. There's going to be unboxings for that. Oh, before I go, I did get this intro Battle Hoth, which I'm going to unbox right now and make another video for it. So this is something I picked up over there. I couldn't find it in any stores before this, but I got it at the Sector Qualifier. So I'm going to unbox this now and upload that video after this one. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye.